Hi, so I have a new Sophia Petrillo story for you today. This one is about an experience I had years ago at a beautiful venue. There's a beautiful venue in Marlborough, New York, right on the Hudson River, and it's called the Falcon. And it has a huge deck. It has multi-level decks and everything. But when it was first opened, it was some other building, an older building that was remodeled. It's a beautiful restaurant with a stage on the inside, a stage on the outside, very popular. And they always have different musicians. They have brunches, you name it. So anyway, you could Google it. Well, when the Falcon first opened, they didn't have the liquor license yet. They were applying for it. So it might have been, I think it's something you called a cold opening, but I'm digressing again. So when they first opened their doors to the public, they did not yet have a liquor license, but they had like coffee, desserts, bands, whatever. It was just like at the very beginning. And so at the time I was friends with Sophia Petrillo, and she wanted to go. And actually, one of the performers that was going to be there, I knew, and I knew the family. It was a young man. I'll tell stories about him at another time. But, and I knew his parents. They were about my age. I didn't know them from real life, but it was just I kept seeing them at different venues. So I kind of got to be an acquaintance of theirs over the years. Not like a friend or anything, just like an acquaintance. So anyway, we decided it was like either a Friday night or a Saturday night to go to the Falcon to check it out. So we went there, and I think we ordered like coffee and dessert, and we enjoyed the music and everything. And they had a bunch of small tables. You know, they were just starting. And this couple was seated at a table next to us. And I remember there were a young couple in their 20s. Maybe he was in his late 20s. She looked a little younger. And she was very beautiful. She was petite and slim with dark hair. Very, very beautiful. And he was very handsome. He also had dark hair. And he wasn't tall. He was like average height or maybe slightly below average. Slim build, but like together as a couple, they just looked so beautiful. Very much in love. You could tell by the way they were looking at each other, and the whole vibe was like deeply in love young couple. And it really was nice to see, you know. It just warms my heart when I see a couple like that. Well, she starts eyeballing them and like talking about him. Oh, he's good looking, this and that. I said, yes, and he's young enough to be your son, and he's obviously very much in love with the woman he's with. And she said, that never stopped anyone, or something like that. And I was like taken aback. And I was like, what? Now, we were getting coffee, and they were serving it to us in paper cups. This place became very upscale, so like maybe not even a month after that, it was like the beautiful dishes and the flatware. This was like when they first opened. And so they had trash cans at the perimeter of the room, I guess, for like the paper cups. I don't know if we had paper plates or regular plates, but I remember it was like she became obsessed with this young man at the next table, right? And I was getting like a little annoyed with her, and I felt like it was very disrespectful to the young lady and very disrespectful to the guy. And I noticed that she kept making excuses to get up and walk past their table, and she kept like taking little things off the table that were like disposable, like trash, and walking over to put things in the trash can. Like she just kept like just trying to get like in his radar. And then he gets up to go to the men's room, because, you know, we see him get up and walk towards the men's room. All of a sudden, she hops up. Oh, I have to go to the ladies' room. And I thought, oh, my God, she's stalking him, going to the bathroom. Please, I hope she's not going to follow him into the men's room. And, oh, God, I was like, this just kind of came out of left field. She goes into the ladies' room, thank God. And I think she, like, timed it, or she was, like, waiting for him to come out and then bumped into him and tried to talk to him, and he just went back to the table with his beautiful young girlfriend that he was deeply in love with. So then when she sat down, I said, oh, looks like you were... She said, oh, well, he said hello to me. And I wanted to say, I'm sorry, I'm being mean. Bitch, do you own a magic mirror? You look like Sophia Petrillo, and she looks like the Barbie doll in the box that's the special edition at Christmas time. Just a beautiful girl, and she seemed to have a beautiful personality. And so, it got mentally filed away into, the file cabinet of Sophia Petrillo. But then, I thought of it, and I said, that's being a sexual predator. If a man did that to a woman, she could, have him arrested, press charges, and he would go on a registered sex offender list, period. So, therefore, I believe that Sophia Petrillo, whether she's ever been arrested or not, is a sexual predator. People often think it's a man going after a more vulnerable target that is the predator. But I think women of all ages and all appearances, including some women that are conventionally attractive, that could be predatory in a sexual way. Like a woman that flirts excessively, is kind of narcissistic, is overly seductive with a whole bunch of strange men. To me, that's a sexual predator. And if you switched the genders and maybe even switched the appearance, you'd certainly get a different spin on it, wouldn't you? So, there's another little page in the chapter about Sophia Petrillo. And everybody, have a great day, and beware of Sophia Petrillo. Love you. Bye.